my channel. If you guys are new here, hello, my name is Kristen and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm so excited. I am going to tell you about Rothys, yes, Rothys, and give you a review of their sneakers. So let's get into it. So it looks like you can pull this. The only plastic are these two little plastic tape strips there. This isn't pulling as easily, is it? Here we go. Boom. Hey. Oh, and you can use it again. Good job, Rothys, you're awesome. Also, I love that they don't put a box in a box when they're shipping it. It's just the shoe box itself. There's not a ton of packaging inside, so props to them for reducing the amount of packaging and ultimately saving waste. Look at the shoe. Okay, so this is paper, which is good. Looks like they're sticking true to the sustainable aspect of everything, because some brands will like claim they're sustainable and ethical, and then you get the stuff and it's like not so much. Then there are these care cards. Machine wash cold, 30 degrees Fahrenheit. What's cool is you can recycle these at the end of its life. What up? So let's try them on for the first time, shall we? One shoe. Oh my God, these are so comfortable. My shoe is on. Yes! I'm a weirdo. So something that isn't talked about enough is recycling. Like, yes, recycling is good, but 91% of the world's recycling doesn't get recycled. So all of that plastic ends up in the landfill. So I love how Rothys is taking something that would otherwise be going to the landfill and they're using those materials to make shoes. So in 3 years, they have saved 30 million plastic water bottles from landfills. They've diverted them from landfills and turned them into shoes. So they don't cut their fabric from a massive piece of fabric. They're all like made individually. So it actually ends up saving a ton of textile waste. So they do really strive for zero waste while they're making it. They're also ethically made because they have their own manufacturing workshop. So everyone's being paired fairly. It's all ethical, which I obviously look for when I'm buying something new and not used from a thrift store. The outsoles are vegan, recyclable, carbon-free rubber, and TPU. The insoles are made from bio-based castor oil and recycled materials, so awesome. So let's try these out, shall we? Okay, so walking in them, they like feel super comfortable. They feel fine. They feel really good. They're comfy. I don't know if these would be like an all-day walking shoe. Now, I do have to say, since wearing the Rothys, I did get some blisters when I wasn't wearing socks, so I would highly recommend wearing socks with at least the sneaker version of Rothys. Also, because it is made of recycled plastics, I would recommend checking out my zero waste laundry video. I'll have that linked up in the cards, but I do recommend either a Cora ball or a guppy bag, just so that it's collecting all of the plastic microfibers when you are washing these shoes. Just because when you do wash things with plastic, little tiny microfiber plastics will get into the wash and then go down into our waterways. So that is something to keep in mind as well. So let's talk about the pros and the cons of Rothys. First off, they're really expensive. They're actually over $100. So I know they're not accessible to everyone who's interested in sustainability. And I think that's why when a lot of people think of sustainability, they think it's expensive. They just see the new sustainable brands on the market rather than thinking of buying things secondhand. Secondhand shopping and thrifting is the cheapest and lowest cost way to live more sustainably. And I'm always going to stress buying secondhand rather than buying something new. I think sometimes, especially me even, people just want something new every once in a while, you know? Especially with shoes, I have a really hard time finding barely used shoes. I am just one of those people that don't want to buy very used shoes. I want something that's gonna last a lot longer, so I want something in pretty new condition. I will always find things on Poshmark when I'm looking for shoes because a lot of times at thrift stores, it's really hard to find like new or new shoes in the thrift store. So shopping on places like Poshmark or eBay or Mercari is obviously going to be like the best sustainable option when you're trying to find something like new. But yeah, that's definitely a downside is the price, just because obviously a lot of people don't have just $100 to drop on some new shoes. Secondly, the fact that the shoes are made out of plastic is kind of a pro and a con. So yes, it's made out of recycled water bottles, which is amazing because we're diverting a ton of plastic from landfills, from entering waters and all of that, and creating something that we're gonna use on a daily basis. It's definitely a pro and a con because they're advertising that it is machine washable, which is great. We all like something that is machine washable. However, every time you put something in a washing machine, when it is made of plastic, it's going to shed microplastics. I talked about this earlier in the video, and every time those microplastics are shed when they are in the washing machine, they're gonna go down with the water. They get into our waterways, they go into rivers and streams and lakes and oceans. Overall, that's not a great thing either, but I do like the fact that we are using something that would otherwise maybe not be recycled, because 91% of our plastic is not recycled. So I do like that sustainability spin on it, but definitely using plastic, it's good, but it's also bad at the same time. It's a hard thing, but I think ultimately it is great that Rothys is creating things out of recycled plastic. But be careful if you are putting it in the washing machine. Get a Cora ball or a Guppy Friend bag. Now let's talk about the pros. It's obviously super sustainable. It is made out of recycled materials, the recycled plastic, which is wonderful. They also have their own sustainable workshop, factory, whatever you want to call it. So they are in charge of paying people fairly, having good working conditions. You are voting with your dollar. I'm not going to put my dollar towards Forever 21 because obviously things are not ethically or sustainably made. But with something like Rothys, they are making things ethically and sustainably. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. You can follow me on all of my social media platforms, including my Patreon. Let me know if you guys have tried Rothys and which styles you like, and if you don't like them, let me know as well. Like I said, I just got them, and so far they're doing really great, and I do really enjoy them, especially the fact that they're machine washable. Amazing. So I hope I will see you guys in my next video, and until then, bye!